to episode 17 of
we're live, baby.
Box Hill Friends. Yeah.
Hey,
oh,
everybody.
Kyle, you're not recording.
Welcome to our K-hole.
Give me permission, Daddy.
Let's see.
Come on into our K-hole, kids.
Let's see. Anyway, I'm your host, Tony Augusti, here with Caitlin Shea, Kyle O'Neill, Nick Crestwood, Andy Maz, Kate Holmes, and Jake Russell. I'm on the road this week in Pittsburgh, celebrating becoming an uncle. My sister gave birth to a niece last week. So
yeah.
Congrats.
Congratulations,
Tony.
Uncle
She's
Uncle
so tiny,
boyfriend.
guys.
Aww.
Uncle Boyfriend? Yeah, I like that name.
Yeah.
I haven't decided yet if I'm going to be a creepy uncle, but you know, there's.
Ask Kyle.
Well,
Let it play out.
Is there another kind?
Oh, I don't know. I know that's your favorite porn genre, so.
Yeah, isn't
Creepy
that redundant?
Yeah.
Creepy uncle. Yeah. I love a good creepy unc.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way to shorten that. Sorry.
Crunk,
Yeah.
Crunkle.
Crunkle.
Oh, Dutch Uncle. There's a donut donut shop in Coldwater, Michigan, and we used to play shows in Coldwater, and the donut shop was called Dutch Uncle. But we would call it but we would drive by it and we'd be like we'd call it Dutch Uncle, which is an even funner name.
Dutch Uncle definitely sounds like a sex move.
Yeah, well,
Be good improv troupe.
Yeah.
Hey Kyle, you got facial hair, man? The fuck?
yeah, not very good facial hair.
Finally.
Wow.
But it's more like depression hair.
Oh man, it looks good, man.
Yeah, let it go.
Most white dudes with mustaches don't look weird. They don't look good. They look.
Oh,
weird.
really?
I agree.
I didn't.
Keep it going.
Look like shit.
I feel like most white guys with mustaches look like
Yeah.
serial killery and
Really?
Yeah.
shit like that.
Oh my God, Nick, can you please just grow it just for us, just a
Please.
stash?
I
I'm
don't
a
think
fan
it's
of
a
the
good
stash.
idea. I guarantee you it would look serial killery.
Nick,
Yeah.
I will
Perfect.
personally buy you marijuana if you.
That's
Yeah,
good
That's
incentive.
okay.
I'll
All
throw
right, can I
in.
use somebody's HBO Max?
That's all he
Like, or
wants.
Yeah, if you
We'll
want to
stash
give-
for Max.
if you want to give Nick your HBO Max
Yeah.
password, you can leave it in the comments or privately message him.
And I will grow a mustache. I will trade my Criterion password channel, Criterion channel, if you'd like.
Yeah.
A lot
Wow.
of good stuff on there.
And if I
Wow.
didn't say, our guest today, our Daniel Jackson, co-host of Mask Off with Jacob Russell. If I'm delayed, sorry about that. What up, Anthony? Coates, another co-host of Mask Off, and also Sean Huber, musician extraordinaire.
I'm excited.
Why
And
can't
if I
I?
didn't say, our guest today, our Daniel Jackson, co-host of
Oh, I'm looping us.
Who is unprofessional?
Uh-oh.
It's
Kyle.
me. It's
Kyle
me.
again. It's always Kyle.
It's me. I hate myself. And also,
that makes 6 of us.
Yeah.
and also, this facial hair looks really bad, I think. And
No, I think it
but,
looks good.
No.
No.
but it turns
you're
out
good.
I'm a rugged hunk after all.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So-
we all knew that.
Yeah,
Well, you're rugged at least. So,
yeah.
anyway, let's talk about the protests going on in Portland, guys. This is some scary shit.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, and feel free to jump in because I'm just superficially talking about it, is there's protests going on in Portland, and just unnamed federal agents are showing up, snatching people off the streets, putting them in cars and taking them away without any explanation. That's like Pinochet and stuff.
That's
and like,
scary.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not just in Portland. The protests are still happening across the country, and they've been doing this for a while. It's just that now the mainstream media has started reporting on it. But this has been going on for a while, and just be careful, for fuck's sake. They'll ruin your life.
yeah.
They don't have money to like pay us to stay home or
No.
do anything about this pandemic, but they can fight their own citizens.
But it's like,
Spend it all on
it's like
grenade
for
launch.
doing something that's completely within the right, to do.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what blows my mind. They're not breaking laws. It's, peaceful to, from my understanding.
And
It doesn't blow my mind. We
Yeah.
live in a fascist place.
yeah, well, also, where are the Second Amendment people that are like, we need guns to fight the tyrannical government, and
Yeah,
they're
man.
the government
Protect the
is, and now
constitutional
they're on that side.
Mm-hmm.
But
Don't
so
tread on me.
all these all these Second Amendment people that are not killing cops and soldiers. Fuck you. Put your money, put your gun where your mouth is. Put your gun where your mouth is.
Isn't that what the whole thing about, protecting the Second Amendment so that people that can then protect themselves from the military if they need to.
Right. And now that they do, there
needs to be protection and nowhere.
They're too busy cleaning their guns, Kyle.
Yeah. Well, I think the unspoken thing behind all that is as long as it advances the white race.
Uh-huh.
To be real about it.
Yeah, that's all they care about, the protection of the white race.
And
well,
it was interesting.
You're big into that, Tony, right?
Yeah, I'm saying it's a great thing. I'm white power. Like off to my left is a Confederate flag that my brother-in-law and sister they're very angry about that. But I'm like, look, I am who I am.
Yeah,
this is how we find out.
Uncle now.
You have a lot of Confederate blood in your family.
Yeah, I actually hate the Confederacy, but I really love Dukes of Hazzard. So,
okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm misunderstood for that. But
I dressed up like Civil War soldiers for my aunt's wedding.
Yeah, I don't know if any of you have seen the newest episode of United Shades of America with W. Kamau Bell. They had the season premiere last night, and they were actually coincidentally took place in Pittsburgh, but they're just showing footage of like a Second Amendment rally and a Black Lives Matter protest, and they had like a wall of police for the Black Lives Matter protest, and for the Second Amendment rally, they actually shut down the street for the people walking around with guns. And this is like shortly after the Tree of Life shooting, I believe, the synagogue.
Right.
Yeah.
People. So it's just a bizarre. It's not a bizarre disconnect, but I recommend online if you watch that United Shades of America. It really talks about the difference between a supremacist and supremacy and the mechanisms of what that entails.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I happen just to think that the police is the supremacy.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like they're looking in a mirror when they're protecting those people. They're like, hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Yep. There's always photos or videos of them like shaking hands with those people, the white supremacists.
Yeah.
Patting them on the back.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah. Thanks.
Also, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say thank you, Anthony. I got my eyes dilated, and these glasses look cool.
Yeah.
I think you're
she got
super
it all
cool.
dilated today.
I like that we didn't explain that at all. Like she's just on there wearing these sunglasses. Like,
what shirt are you wearing, Caitlin?
Movie glasses.
It's a classic.
Mm.
Wait for it.
Nice. I'm waiting. Oh, the butts.
Oh, nice.
Jetsons. Yeah. Do they even?
Oh, bye, Tony.
Ooh, I love Tony's face right now.
Jetsons.
I wonder if he was going to ask if they're still airing.
No,
I guess it doesn't air.
New episodes of the Jetsons.
Are there new episodes? Yeah.
No, but the Jetsons movie is on HBO Max.
Give Nick your password.
Someone give Nick their HBO password, please.
If this doesn't happen by the end of the episode, I'm going to kill myself on air.
I truly believe it.
Oh,
Someone
really?
please.
Okay. And also, you might hesitate because you're like, Nick, you live in a Blockbuster. You have every movie you could possibly want.
Yeah.
Or they want me to kill myself, and that's why they're hesitating.
Exactly. I wish we had a poll function in here. Then we can say, should Nick kill himself? We
can just tally up the chat comments.
That's my thing, guys.
That's true. You've been.
Both of you can't.
Oh, Kyle, I'm sorry. I forgot. Shit.
Yeah.
You've been appropriated.
I want to stay super healthy, so my death will be on purpose and not an accident.
How are things out in LA, Kyle?
As far as my mental health?
Yeah.
Let's start there.
I've been talking to a lot of people this week about mental health,
This.
It's fine. I was in Michigan and like a couple weeks ago, and now I'm here, and it doesn't really matter where I am, so it's like kind of isolated, being like far from home, but it's nice here, and I'm having an okay time.
Coates does not want you to die, Nick.
Yeah.
But no.
Who?
That's one vote against Anthony Coates. He wants you to.
Oh, Anthony. Well, thank you, Anthony. That's very.
He said he needs you.
Okay.
I need you too.
Oh,
Anthony, do
Yeah,
you
we
have
all
an
need you,
HBO
Nick.
Max password?
Username that I
Put
could-
your money where your mouth is, Coates.
a friend of mine mentioned a meme he read, which sounds like it's about to be shallow, but he said it's loneliness comes from thinking that nobody cares about you, and I think we all care about each other, right?
Very much.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
care about all you guys,
I genuinely
Yes.
care
even
about
though it's hard for me to
everybody.
show sometimes.
Yeah, I think
but,
it's like it's a perceived degree of
Jake.
separation thing, because really, like, we're all born alone and die alone, right? But it's just our, perceived separation.
yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jake.
Just a little pick me up. Unemployment paid my ass finally.
Hell
Hey!
yeah!
Hey!
Oh,
You
That's
fucking
big.
deserve it.
yes.
We're so proud.
So my mental health's through the fucking roof.
What's your first purchase?
Yeah. What's your first splurge with your?
Did you
Rent
buy
or
the,
was
was
it-
it,
A
did you
new
buy
mattress.
those
A new mattress. This shit is fucked.
Ooh.
Ooh, is it the kind that comes in like
No,
a
that's
box?
not new. Well, no,
Oh.
that's not new. That's old. That's terrible. That's not new. I'm buying a new mattress. And
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Is it?
Oh,
Is
shit,
it?
too.
Can you say the
Get
brand
your-
of the mattress?
Get
Maybe we'll get a
yourself a
sponsorship.
nice foam mattress. I have
Hell
one.
yeah.
and let me
Yeah, I got
tell
one
you,
too, but I haven't been sleeping in it because it's in my apartment and I'm in my quarantine mansion right now. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like people think Kyle is joking. He's living in an actual mansion.
yeah, I mean, mansion's a relative term, but it's not my 2-bedroom
Yeah.
apartment.
Yeah.
It's a big house with a tiny bed for me.
I'll be there
Oh.
next year.
Also, Nick, Anthony left his.
What did he leave?
What do you think? Yeah, well, let's
what did he
guess.
leave?
What? Yeah.
Penis.
Shirt.
Keep guessing.
Are you
Keep
guys done?
guessing.
Yeah, you
What
keep
did
cutting
he
out,
say?
so we had to fit.
Yeah,
What?
I'm sorry for that. It's this Pittsburgh internet, man.
Yeah, the third world,
It's the
baby.
pits.
Yeah, heyo. I was saying that Anthony left his password for you, HBO Max login and password in the comments, Nick. I don't know if they're legit.
Oh,
but
he did.
It's
You-
definitely
oh,
not
shit.
legit.
Try 'em out.
Definitely not
It's
legit.
not legit.
But then
Oh.
he
Well,
also
maybe that's his plan. Maybe his password is so obvious no one else would even try it. And Nick,
then
you
he
just got
also said, "Damn, break a brother off, Jake."
Ew. Like what?
It's all
How?
money.
His money.
Oh.
What did you
Okay.
think he meant?
I'm
Kate?
sorry.
Yeah,
Growing
let's-
up,
let's-
what he
let's
said
break
you
this
said
down.
is great.
Nasty. Okay, you
Kate.
nasty.
You thought that he was asking Jacob to break it off in
I
him?
thought you were talking about breaking
Hey,
each other's
Kate's a-
little dicks off. I'm sorry.
Obviously, man, could I
Kate's
have
a freak
piece of-
hoe. Kate's
Yeah.
a freak hoe. She
Could
I
made
have
me
a
touch
piece
her
of kid
elbows
together?
and shit.
They don't got
That's
little
because I'm the
dicks.
only one who's ever successfully had sex.
That's true. Kate, we're all virgins except for Kate.
Yeah.
Kate has her
And your
receipts.
sister.
She has 2 receipts. Yeah, and my sister. Shout out to my sister for
For conceiving.
Don't finish that.
I got my virginity back actually.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Jake is born again. He went to the Middle East to have surgery
Oh, Jake.
on his booty hole.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Booty
No.
hole.
No.
Far for comedy.
No.
So you're actually owed like a big lump sum too, right, Jay? Like in back pay or back
Mm.
unemployment.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
do you have any plans once that? Are you gonna like?
You should donate it to the military.
Yeah, or maybe Trump's campaign.
I'll donate these nuts to the military.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need
Thank
them.
you for your service. I don't know.
So I do. I donate all my money to the military.
Anyway, guys, that was
Don't
Hot
we all?
Topics. That was Hot Topics. Let's bring on our first guest of the evening. As I
Yay.
said, he is one of the co-hosts of Mask Off, which airs
Ooh, look at
every
that
Friday
picture,
at 9
though.
p.m. Oh, that is a great picture. Great lighting. We'll have
Mhm.
to ask him about that. Looks like a headshot to me. I'm going to guess Moni Jones, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, then
I can't see.
he's also a member of the Planet Ant Farm team.
There it is.
He loves brick. And what else about him?
The movie, bro?
He's actually one of the rare people.
The song by Ben Folds. What's
He's
that,
one of
Tony?
the rare
I'm sorry, I don't
People
listen
who
to
does
that.
not like ice cream.
Yeah.
No, he's one of the rare people in improv, I feel like, that actually did improv in college. I'm surprised that there aren't more people, but it's actually fairly rare in the Detroit scene. But give it up for Daniel Jackson, everybody.
Daniel.
Hey, Daniel.
Hey.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Daniel. Hello.
Long time no see, dang.
Yes, Jake. Nice to meet you again.
Oh, you guys know each other?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, they're co-hosts.
Co-host.
Tony.
Is it quad host
Hey.
because it's 4 of us, or is it just like?
Oh.
Yeah.
I think
That-
there
quite
could be
awesome.
multiple. There could be multiple co-s, I think.
Yeah, we got 7
just thought
hosts on this
co-
show.
I like
Yeah.
quad host.
Host.
I like quad host. Let's make that a
I
thing.
like that. Yeah.
Okay.
The
Certainly
host.
sounds better.
I like it too.
This is more for like everyone. Just
Which one
yelling.
of us is Megan McKean? Did we talk
Yeah.
about
What that
that
was.
yet?
I don't know. The one that talks over everybody the most is probably me.
Okay.
Hey.
What did I do?
Hey, Daniel Tones commented right now. I said, bro, you got a mic? I'm dead.
I came to play. You know, I mean, I want the bullshit with you guys. What's going on?
Yeah.
I respect your fuck, man.
I've been quarantining.
Where are you at right now? It's very British.
I'm in my quarantine. Why?
Hey,
Yeah.
do you live in a loft?
Yeah, where's your quarantine mansion?
I live in a panic room. below the
All right,
wealthy.
Jake
Nice.
has
Korean
something to
family.
say.
Tone just asked, are you gonna sing with that mic?
Croon.
I like
gonna
that
sing?
mic.
We
He
have a
can
real
sing.
musical guest.
He is a musical improv.
Yeah.
Well, thank
So-
you, Caitlin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course, Daniel. Of course.
She's such a good hype
We
man.
all of you guys we're also on the farm team, which I don't even know exists anymore.
Yes, and he was our beautiful stage manager. That
Yes,
was
yes.
perfection.
That was so
Every
much
day.
fun.
Every cue was on time.
It was on
Every
time.
cue.
You killed it. Also,
Mm-hmm.
I can't say your name without saying it in a British accent. I don't know why, but I call you Daniel.
Daniel.
Yes, it's
Daniel.
not just you.
Nice.
It's not just
It
you.
sounds like
Not just you.
like Daniel Craig or like an actor that would play James Bond if you said in that accent.
Daniel.
Daniel
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
So-
yes.
Daniel, tell us how you got started in improv.
So I was in school. I was at Central, and I finished my first year. And I realized I was hanging out with like 2 kids the whole time, and I wanted to like expand my friend base.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I just popped up one time and joined the club. It was like a short form club, and there was no coach, so it was like all workshop, and we all just kind of just did it. So like Nick B.
I was gonna ask if you and Nick B went there at the same time.
Yeah.
He did improv at Central.
Yeah, he joined like
Ah.
the next semester I joined. So
Oh,
like,
that's funny.
he was there, and Alex Quayle from Go was
Oh, okay.
Oh, Emily's husband.
Nice.
yeah. So yeah, we have like a nice little coat from Central right now.
What did you go to school for?
Just kind of went. I went for writing, creative
Oh,
writing.
okay. That's
Oh,
not
okay.
weird.
Why are you
That makes
laughing
sense.
about that?
Oh no, it just took a while to get there. It was a lot of other things.
Oh, okay.
Over
What were some of your previous majors before creative writing?
Economics, political
Oh.
science.
Wow.
Alright. Yeah. I went for writing, creative writing.
Uh-oh, who's
Uh
moving?
oh.
Why are you laughing about that?
Is it Kyle again?
Kyle.
Kyle's like watching the show right now.
He's checking out. He's just watching.
Yeah, that's
How did
what's
that
going
sound?
on.
That uncle porn.
This Dan guy's real interesting right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super cool.
So like when you started creative writing, what was like, were you like, I want to write for TV or books, or what made you land on creative writing?
I was a lit major first, just deciding to read the books and like write about them. But I really don't know. I just kind of liked it. There wasn't too much thought in it. So
Yeah. And just for all the generation like Z kids watching, a lit major is someone that studies literature, not things that are lit. So
Yeah.
Oh,
probably
Tony.
some,
Yes.
no. I'm just trying to clear
He's
things
an
up,
uncle
guys.
now. He has
Yeah,
to make these jokes.
I get
guys.
uncle jokes.
Ah.
You sound like the mayor of Livonia. He made this. He made this like hip YouTube video where he kept calling
I'm
things
really
lit.
insulted. I don't know why that made me mad, but it did.
You really got pissed.
You should be mad about Livonia.
He made like a YouTube video that was like he kept calling things lit in it, and he's like, in his 70s or something.
Oh,
Sounds
Daniel,
about right.
Speaking of Livonia, you were going to be in Detroit the musical that never got to.
Yeah, we were like the last show that played like before the ants shut down.
Yeah,
Like,
I saw that.
Yeah, you. So we did like a preview. A quick. Yeah, it was just like three folks inside the crowd, and like we had to like run through it just to make sure like we had it all down, because like we had like a live band there, and we had to like practice that. Like we had like the weekend practices were rough, so it was so we got that done, and then it was like we got on stage and we kind of knew about it, and we were like, okay, yeah, this might shut down. And then like I think towards the break, like when we got on break, we started to look at our phones again and said, okay, this looks bad. And then once we were done, it was like we left and we didn't even like high five backstage, because we were like, all right, wash your hands, everybody. Wash your hands.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so it just went downhill the whole time. I mean, backstage at least. The show went fine, I thought. I was scared about it, but yeah, it went great. The band was great, and it was a shame that it had to get shut down. Like,
yeah, that's such a bummer.
You're referring to the dress rehearsal.
Yeah, it was
yeah,
dress rehearsal.
Yeah.
So we were supposed to have like this big launch on the 313, like with like a whole like forum and like hosts and like
because you had gotten a grant
summit.
and everything.
You had gotten a special grant to that, for the musical too. So they're really doing it up, and all that's gone now, along with the rest of the world and culture.
Yeah, it's all gone.
Remember when we were blissfully ignorant about it? Like you were just talking about how you guys checked your phones. You're like, oh, this looks like it's going to be bad. Do you remember that? When you're like, oh man, I don't know what this is yet. Maybe it'll be okay. That was so long ago. We're still in it.
So it's getting worse though. That's on the bright side.
It's getting definitely worse.
I mean, at this point, it's just us too. It's like nobody else is like as bad as.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. We're having like every country has a plan, and we're going to try 50 random things at the same time and see what happens.
Yeah.
It is chaos.
It's almost like we don't have like a strong, leadership figure at the top.
No, he's
like that.
Okay. He's awesome.
Very kind.
It's wild how many countries we're not allowed into now.
Yeah.
We're banned from everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much everywhere.
I have a family friend who was supposed to get married, and then she scaled down her wedding, but then her husband lives in Canada, so.
So what?
So then she decided.
What happened?
Damn it.
Every time you always
What
end on
happened?
a cliffhanger.
Yeah, I know.
Well, what did you hear up to?
She lives in Canada, so
The husband lives in
the
Canada.
husband lives in Canada.
Lives
So
in
nobody
Canada.
can cross the border to go to the wedding.
Mm.
Basically, like, what are they going to do?
I was in,
Anyway,
marriage
I sent them a shark
anyways.
vacuum. That's all I care about.
COVID ruined everything.
Wow,
Yeah.
Tony, that's a nice ass gift.
I'm just kidding. I didn't send them anything.
Damn.
Crazy?
It wasn't my fault.
I'm playing the long game, baby.
Damn, a shark vacuum? You're rich.
Yeah.
What is the long game? I'm sorry.
The long game is the wedding will never happen. So why send them a gift?
That's deep. That's
Let's
deep.
hope they break
That's
up
right.
before.
That's what he
Yeah,
thinks.
don't have to say I'm that meme. Don't have to send a wedding gift at the wedding. So Daniel, how long of a gap between like college and starting improv in this area?
I finished like in 2014, and then I came back, and then I think it was like 6 months, and I took the long form stuff at Go.
Okay.
I kind of told them that I did it already, and I kind of skipped.
You're
the
like,
short
I know
form
what
stuff.
I'm doing.
Yeah. And then like that group was good too. Like, I mean, now looking back at it, so like Tom Schultz was in it, and like Charlie Matt was in it too. So it was like
okay.
it was a
Shout
great.
out
So
to
these
Charlie.
Yeah.
Shout out
Yes.
to Charlie Matt. So these are all people you don't talk to anymore, correct?
Oh yeah, of course not. No.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Shout out to all the people.
yeah, I put a lot of people behind me.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, me too.
Well, that
Yeah, you do.
was for pay, Kyle.
Yes.
So.
yeah,
So when and you started at the Ant doing like, actually coming into, did you? Because some improvisers do talk about that where they're like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? When they come in.
Yeah.
Like
Oh my God. Yeah. So when I did the stuff at Go, it was mostly just me saying, yeah, okay, this is the same stuff. And I just played it and I just went, I did like the 4 courses there and I just kind of stopped like, yeah, okay, well, that's done. And then I really missed it for like a year. So I skipped a year and I like, okay, I need to find a way to get back. And like, that's when I joined the Ant, like in 2017. Mm-hmm. And then there, yeah. So I started to like really hear what they were saying. Like I started to like not be so closed off about it and like really just start to hear like what they were trying to teach and like just a lot of the stuff. I had like Mike a bunch of times and Sean.
Mike McGettigan?
Yeah. So
Sean Hamlin?
Yeah, so I had them a lot. Like most of my classes were with them, and like they teach a very like grounded realism like type of stuff. Or so like that's what they taught me.
Very relationship based.
Yeah, like very like heart scene there, and it was I started to like just think about it like outside of just like the jokes and just started to think about it just in terms of like. There's me on stage and this is just like what I do, and it was like just being that person on stage. So like I learned a lot there inside those courses, and I don't know, I think it was like halfway through like you start to see like breakthroughs and stuff like, oh man, like these like I've like stepped up now. it was cool.
Yeah, because I kind of feel like because I hadn't gone to Go much, I was mostly playing Ant, but I kind of feel like you just came out of nowhere and you were so good. Like you said, 2017 is when you first kind of came around, right, to the Ant.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you.
Okay. But I remember seeing you guys in classes like you, Willie, Tony, and then I remember mentioning them to Jake, and Jake's like, "Fuck them," and I'm like, "No, you got to check them out." He's like, "Oh,
yeah. That was the first. That was the first thing Jake told me. Oh, it was the first thing Jake told me. He looked at me. He looked me up, right up and down.
Yeah.
F you.
He's like Daniel ain't shit. And he came around. That's what I'm proud of.
Exactly like Jake. That sounds exactly like him.
Yeah, that does sound like me real talk. Fuck all y'all actually.
Yeah.
Fuck all y'all.
Get a
You're a big old teddy bear.
Motherfuck all y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick. Real quick. Nick, Tony has a request. He said, "Can you grab him a Mountain Dew and some microwave popcorn with butter from that Blockbuster?"
Yeah, no problem.
The HBO login, bitch.
Yeah.
You don't need any logins.
And then also, I noticed Jake didn't say this.
Also, Anthony said Kyle looks like he's posing for pictures from middle school.
and then he also said to Jake, he's like, "Fuck us, huh, Jake?"
Yeah.
Yeah, he just.
It's funny because Kyle loves hanging out around middle schools.
Well, until he was.
Kate, your kids aren't in middle school yet.
They are. One is.
See, the more you say that, the more I'm not liking that mustache on him.
I know it looks so sinister now.
Especially with that shit-eating grin.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, you look like Chef Boyardee.
What is going on right now? What is happening?
You look like Chef Boyardee just got out of prison.
Roasted.
Eating grin.
Yeah, I'm getting roasted for.
I blame Anthony. Anthony's putting on a roast in the comments.
Yeah. Well, you guys are reading it. Just stop. That's all you need to do.
Oh my God.
Kyle, this will make you feel better. Former guest Ted Roberts asked if he could have sex with you, please.
Oh. Well, yeah. I mean,
now you like it. Now you like the comments.
Well, we Ted and I shared a bed for many nights.
Yeah.
I love it.
While we were on tour with our next guest.
Unrequited love.
Yeah. So Daniel, I feel a special.
No,
I feel a special bond for you, Daniel.
Damn it! Why does this happen every time? Yeah, special
so
attention
funny,
because you were also the technical brains behind your show, and I feel your pain, or you probably feel my pain. And what's
this happened last week with me. It's like I froze up like multiple times last week. It was really annoying.
Talk about. I don't think we ever talked about this with Jake. or Anthony or Willie. Not only that, you complete the
Malachi.
collection. Like, but how does
Willie?
Malachi?
Hey,
Well, I said Willie. I'm a
You said
racist.
Willie
I'm
like a
racist.
motherfucker. Yeah.
I know. I said Willie. I'm a racist.
Shout out Willie.
They don't even
Because
look alike.
I was
And
talking
they
about
don't even look the same. One,
Yeah,
one-
yeah,
one's
yeah.
light skinned.
talking about them in class earlier.
Willie
That's why.
Malachi.
But I'm a racist. That's all. I'm a racist.
Yes.
I mean, you could, all those
I wish I
politicians
knew
are,
that.
Yeah,
all those
politicians
politicians are tweeting the wrong black guy.
I know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you fit right
But
How you
in.
racist? Tony, how you
Mayor
racist?
of Livonia.
What?
Yeah.
I said from day one.
Kyle,
I'm a
wasn't your dad the mayor of Livonia?
No, he ran because he went. He was in City Hall, and
They said he was too racist to be the mayor.
quite the opposite.
Yeah.
This is a
Yeah,
little too
and
much.
that's
Quite the
pretty
opposite.
racist.
I think my dad wasn't racist enough to be the mayor. Is the
We
problem?
need to put a disclaimer at the end of this episode because we're saying a lot of shit out here.
But my dad
Kyle's
was
dad sue me. Let him do it.
yeah. My dad was in City Hall for something, and it was the last day you could run, sign up to run or whatever. And he saw the mayor was running unopposed, and he didn't like the mayor, so he ran. And then he, on the last day, just decided to run, and he got 40% of the vote.
So he
Wow.
ran on a personal vendetta.
What's that?
He ran on a vendetta.
Yeah, basically.
Well,
I
I
actually
mean,
think that's really cool.
Yeah,
to
a
be
lot
like,
of
I hate
people-
this guy.
He didn't think the mayor should run unopposed was the big thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
a lot of people believe, I know I'm going to cut out again, but a lot of people believe Trump ran for president because Seth Meyers roasted him at the correspondence dinner before the campaign that one year. Like he really tore into him and he wasn't even on the dais
Mm.
and saying
Oh.
like he could never be president and stuff like that.
Are
Does
you
that
think
mean
he
we
ran
can
because
cancel
he was
him
like-
on the show now?
are you comparing
need
Kyle's dad to Trump right now,
money.
Tony?
I was comparing him to Seth Meyers, Daniel.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
Yeah, boom. Now the tables are turned. I'm not a racist anymore. Anyway, you want to talk about how Maskoff came together a little bit?
Well, with me, yeah, I mean, yeah. So Jake called us and he was just like, "Yeah, you want to do a show?" And we were like, "Yeah." And then we came in, and that first time we like got on a Zoom call. We were like, "All right, Jake. So what type of show you want to do?" And he was like, and then we had to make a show. I was like, "All right. So why did you call us?"
Yeah, I want to get together and do a show, and like we all do input. I mean, shit. I was just saying, let's come up with one. Shit.
Yeah, it's weird. I didn't get the invite.
Yeah, no, your name was there. It was me, Malachi, and Jake, and they were like, Kyle or Tony.
Yeah, well,
I was under consideration. Wow, I'm honored.
Tony Coates.
Tony Coates.
You
Oh,
were not
damn it.
on the list there. You were not on the list.
That was the highest he's ever been and then the lowest he's ever
I
been.
know.
Hold on 1 second.
I was like, I didn't even know. Like,
Demon
doesn't make
drop.
sense, but yeah.
So yeah, we went with Coates instead of Kyle,
Yeah,
and the rest is history.
I love your show.
Yeah, I think it's great.
So,
How many episodes in now?
We just did 13.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Very
14
cool.
is this week. Yep. Set
Now,
3
Coach
months.
says that you're the founder of Maskoff.
wow.
Me?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay. Well, all right. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna turn it down. Yeah.
Sure, Tony. Sure.
I'm
Oh,
the.
Jake doesn't-
All right,
Not the guy that called and formed it, but Dan.
All right. Yeah. But
I mean,
it's not Jake.
Yeah, well, that's what we're concluding. It's not Jake that founded it.
It's all of us. Fuck y'all. You see? Yeah, that's me. Fuck y'all. Fuck all y'all. You know what I'm
Let me ask you a question.
But not me,
If you
baby.
so there's 4 elements. If you guys had to be each one person on your show was an element, who would be what?
oh,
There's 4. What are
like
the 4?
earth,
Or mask
wind,
off.
air.
Oh, like Earth,
4 or
Wind,
5.
Earth,
Wait,
I don't
Earth?
know.
Earth, Wind, and
I
Fire.
smoked a little bit of weed before I came on the
Yeah,
show.
there's not
Forget
one.
about
You have to
Fire,
think of
kid,
Captain
from
Planet.
Captain Planet.
Captain
What? Okay.
Planet.
So what are the 4?
Earth, wind,
Earth, wind,
water,
water, and fire.
fire.
And then
Yeah.
arguably a 5th metal. A 5th
All right.
is metal.
I'll allow it.
Well,
Let's
I'll say
combine.
my MacBook is is that one.
The
All right.
metal.
So what's
Oh,
wind? What's wind and what's water? Like which one is like the calmer one? Water.
Water.
Right?
I would think
water is
water.
I would think water's the calmest and yet the most powerful.
I've been part of some rough waters.
And then like earth is like you stay strong.
Solid.
Yeah, grounded one.
Some real naughty waters.
And wind goes with the flow, right?
Yeah.
Wet.
All right. So
Light, airy.
I'm gonna say that Tony is fire, Jake is water, Malachi is wind, and I'm earth.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, that's okay. I like it. Yeah.
What's some explanation behind those?
Yeah. So for Colts, is like most of my job is to just kind of watch it. It just watches stuff. Yeah. So like he comes with like most of the content there. Like he's the one that has like most of the
wild shit to say.
Yeah, the wild shit, the talking points, the thoughts.
He just said, "Burn, bitch, burn."
All right, yes. So like most of the time it's just him, and it's and we just kind of play off of like that type of work. And then Jake is like right next to him there, like with the wild shit to say. And then like once those two just like start to go back and forth, it's a nightmare for me because I'm like, okay, they're gonna go to a place where I'm like, we're gonna have to shut this off. but like once those two go back and forth, it's great. And then for wind, Malachi, like he's like he adds like a lot of the stuff that so outside of the meat, like he adds like a lot of the stuff that like makes the show fun. So like he does a lot of his one-offs, and like he has like the Dr. Mass thing. He does like the multiple stuff there, and like he has his segments.
Motivational minute.
Yeah,
like, that's a good one.
And like the stuff that he does is always like so tight, and like so like you can just count on him to just have that done and just have that set. And it's and like when like we talk in groups too, like he knows how to like take the stuff that we say, or like so like we all start to like say our thoughts, and sometimes they're not like completely like planned out, and he knows how to like say it inside a way that's like a quick one-liner. it just
where everyone else is leading with emotion, and he kind of like takes that emotion and puts the head into it.
I'm like, that's exactly what I was trying to say, Malachi. Like, how did you get it like that? Yeah, and then for me, it's mostly like I just kind of just play my role there, which is one, just making sure the thing stays on track. I try to just add like a counter like to like what like Jake and Coach are saying, and just trying to add like that same like just trying to add a new point of view to what we're talking about each week too. So like we get to see both sides, and like so because the show is made to like show like what like these like converse like Black culture like talks and like the stuff that we talk about all the time, and like showing it. And my goal is to just make sure that when you go out and watch the show, you get to see like all of the thoughts that take place, or a good amount of them. Of course, it's not like just 4 thoughts out there, but just to show like a good platform, and just to show like a good I don't know, just a good view and like a good peek into like what we talk about most of the time.
Yeah. Do you consider yourself the dad of the show?
Okay, no.
That's cute. Are you the daddy?
I think
I'm not daddy. No.
you mommy. You actually.
Oh, see, all right.
No, because like it or not, I feel like I'm the dad of this show.
Yeah, I can concur.
I feel like
the uncle.
I feel like it interchanges.
Stop it, Kate.
I feel like on Mask Off, it interchanges between Daniel and Tony as far as dad. Good.
It does switch back. It does switch back and forth.
There can be 2 dads.
Like as far as the show wise, like keeping the show like going and everything, and making sure shit don't go off the rails too much. That's where Daniel comes in as dad. But then like as far as like some OG wisdom or something like that, I think it's Tone. Tone's that.
Like,
you know the wisdom is gonna be real too, and he gets that rag going. He gets all revved up.
No, that's what I'm most afraid of when he's about
I remember in particular one episode where you asked Malachi, like, hey, what are some of the comments, you know? and then Malachi said, like, he just started reading random comments, like, you like go-karts? He's like, yeah, I do like go-karts. And then Daniel was like, Malachi, like, it sounded like you were his father, and I laughed so hard and watched that over and over.
Yeah. So like we talk about that inside like our shows, like our post-show and our pre-show and stuff like that. I'm saying, so most of the time I'm saying, all right, guys, let's just comb through what they're saying inside there and let's pick out like the stuff that we'll talk about. But all the times, like all three of them just go through the whole list of comments. I'm like, guys, like we don't need to talk about all these comments right now.
I know the feeling.
Oh. What the fuck does that mean?
Oh yeah,
God.
Why don't you fucking just say what you want to say, Kyle, okay?
All right, we'll save that for the after show. Available on our Patreon, which doesn't exist.
Well, we should start one.
Daniel, thanks so much for being on. Really appreciate it.
Hey, Daniel.
Hey.
You rock.
It's good to see you.
Big fans.
Yeah, Nick, I didn't hear you at all. Nick, how are you? How is the Blockbuster?
I'm living here now. There's lots of free movies to watch.
Where did you find the Blockbuster at?
This one's in Garden City. They never closed that one.
That's a good. That's my favorite video rental city.
City of Gardens, yeah.
The City of Gardens, yeah.
Beautiful city.
What I was saying is you can catch Mask Off at 9 p.m. every Friday on the Planet Ant streaming channels. Daniel, you want to hang out with us while you're officially a friend now?
He's always been a friend.
I'll stick around.
You good?
I'm just gonna keep talking through this.
Yeah, and we'll
I
ad
was gonna say,
lib.
Daniel, you want to hang with us while we have our musical guest on?
We got that.
Sure.
All right.
I can't wait till we get our first guest
for you, Tony.
I can't wait till we get our first guest that's like, no.
It'll be back to me.
I'm good. I see you guys.
I'd respect that. I'd be like,
I can't wait. It's gonna happen soon.
All right, Kyle, why don't you welcome our next or introduce our next guest?
All right. Our next guest is Sean Huber from Steady Hands. And I know him from Modern Baseball, and he's just a good guy to be my friend with.
Hello, friends.
Hi. What's up, Sean?
I feel like a lot of, especially the musicians that come on, have amazing, like, real, like, that's not an artificial background. That's like a real background.
Yeah.
That's my basement.
Yeah.
Vacation forever.
In basement too.
Just casual bass.
Yeah. That's what we wanted to talk about. You're a basement owner.
Just the basement.
Yeah.
Wow, what's it like?
You also own the upstairs as well.
No. I don't really feel in the basement though.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
It's pretty chill though.
I've done a lot of research on you, so.
Wow, that's creepy.
It is weird though. Like a lot of people in certain states just don't have basements, so it's kind of a niche thing for the Northeast. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're coming to us from Philadelphia, correct?
Yeah.
You're our fourth guest from Philadelphia. What's in the water there? That lots of good bands come from there. Lots of bands that I toured with are from Philly.
Yeah, we do all right.
Yeah, the shows are always good there.
So how have you been spending your quarantine? You said you're a part-time musician.
Yeah. So I don't really tour full time anymore like I used to. I work for a craft brewery as well.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Which is one of like the 3 jobs they'll give you when you semi-retire from punk rock. It's kind of like
barber, brewery,
tattoo artist.
Yeah.
When you have all it is on your resume is a graduation from Punk University.
Do you want to give a shout out to your brewery? You don't have to.
Oh yeah, it's called Two Roads out of Connecticut.
Okay.
It's available in some states, not every state. But I was very fortunate that I got to keep my job through this.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Did you guys? Oh, did you guys do anything in Michigan? There were a lot of breweries that like pivoted and started making like hand sanitizer and things like that. Did you guys do anything like that?
Yeah, we had to completely change the way we did business. So we did make the hand sanitizer, but just kind of like, it was completely uncharted territory. And we did have unfortunate layoffs, and we were able to bring everybody back now. So we're cooking now. So it's definitely a crazy couple months, but I feel fortunate not only to have a job, but also to have something to do.
Yeah.
Because I ended up like taking on a bunch of other cool projects and stuff to keep myself busy, but it was good to have at least 9 to 5 covered with a plan every day.
Yeah, that's very nice. I'm going crazy.
Going crazy in your mansion. You're like Howard Hughes, Kyle.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a recipe for disaster. But
how many jars of urine do you have around you right now?
Show us.
I don't want to grab my urine.
All right, fine.
That's for me.
I almost want to say that's a Howard Hughes reference because I feel like people are like, that was weird. But so I mean, how does that work? How does that work? Thanks, Nick. How does that work if your brewery's in Connecticut and you're in Philadelphia? Like, what do you do for them?
I'm in sales. So
oh, okay.
Yeah, so like we sell in various states, even though we're based in Connecticut. So I do regular sales, like you're selling copiers, but also since it's a hip, fun craft brewery, I do, events, different like promotions, stuff like that. I get to travel a bunch doing that. I've like organized a bunch of shows as beer events to kind of keep that crossover going. Cool. It's very, very unique. Every day is certainly different until now, where every day is the same.
Yeah.
And back to the piss jars.
Have you come to Michigan at all for like specifically for like, I'm just curious because we're such a like beer heavy state, like just selling the beer or anything like that?
So we're actually not sold in Michigan yet. But when I was touring, which is kind of how I got into the beer world, is I got into craft beer pretty young age. And since when you're touring, you're going to a new city every single day. So the opportunity to try a new beer and meet new people and try out new bars and breweries is constantly there. So I kind of did like a continual just beer tour of the US and of the world through my touring years. So I've been to plenty of places there and drank plenty of beer over there. And then kind of when I transitioned into my more 9 to 5 job, I had a bit of education behind me just from spending all that time traveling and enjoying.
Nice. No, I was gonna bring back up the piss jars because I feel
let it go.
No, I will not let this go. No, I feel that Sean and I have peed in our fair share of bottles over the years.
Oh,
that is a very common thing during the life of a touring musician.
Now,
I don't know why
I just open that up a little bit more.
Well,
expand it.
We're driving 8 hours a day. And
drinking each other's piss.
We're on a time. Yeah,
same bottle,
different bottles. I mean, I can't speak for Sean, but
well, no, I mean, like how you and Ted shared a bed all the time. We only had enough piss bottles for half the band, so each partner shared.
Yeah, but you had 4 beds, so that was the opposite.
We did invest in 4 beds.
Yeah.
So
one time, speaking of in Pittsburgh, where Tony's at right now, we had it was like a tea jug from like Wawa filled with pee that we put outside our van, and then the cops were called because someone thought it was a bomb.
It was a bomb.
A pee bomb. Anyways, that's we don't need to go more into that. That was just a little.
No, let's go more into it.
Did they shoot it to detonate it?
Yeah. It just explodes everywhere.
So, Sean, did you always make sure to not piss in craft beer bottles? Like you would only like pee in like Heinekens and Coronas?
I was equal opportunity when it comes to that. When more of the pissing in bottles was happening in the early touring years, there wasn't any money to go around for nice beer. So, I think we slowly transitioned out of that as we started doing better on the road.
Oh, we have a question in the comments from Tom Schultz, I think. But he said, how do you, or Anthony Coates, how do you manage not to get drunk by trying out all this new beer?
I don't know if you do.
Say he wasn't drunk.
There's quite a science in that, in terms of the pre-show imbibing. It's weird. And I think Kyle will be able to speak to this. When you're like the opening band on the tour, which when I first met Kyle, it was we had only done DIY tours up to there, and it was our first like real tour in real venues. So he definitely got to experience me and my friends at our most shit-kicking period.
You were kind of the dad of your other bandmates, because they were all
dad squad
here.
We'll take that.
Daddies,
because you were a little bit older than the other guys. They were on that tour. They were so young. They were like 19, 20.
Yeah, I think I was the only one. Maybe there was like half of us of age at that point. Drinking age at least, but it's really easy when you're in the opening band because you play at like 6, so maybe you have a beer or two beforehand, but like you have the night ahead of you. It gets really annoying when you're the headlining band and you have like a 2-hour set and you're just God damn it.
Yeah.
You're like done and you're like you load out and everything's like all packed up for the night and you're like ready to hit it and full adrenaline. It's like 11 and like in certain cities the bars close like in 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had like before we would play, I'd like try to do one beer, and then because I couldn't play drunk or anything, and like but then I would bring beers onto stage to kind of hang out with. Keep it going. Did you have a limit? Do you have a ritual?
I think, my standard, I would kind of do the same. And then when I was playing a longer set, I would just have like 2 light beers.
Yeah.
Played, but that rule certainly got broken when I was like in a city where I had a bunch of friends and they thought it would be funny and to like bring shots on stage and all that stupid stuff that we do.
Yeah. Bands are pretty dumb on stage for sure.
Damn, kid.
What are you trying to say? You ever been to a rock show, Kate?
No.
So let's talk about Steady Hands a little bit. So that project was still going on back then. And like I met you in like 2014. It was so it's your solo project that you sing and play guitar in, and you played drums in Modern Baseball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it actually started concurrently because I met the other fellas from Modern Baseball when most of us went to the same college, and I had just started doing Steady Hands at that point. So we kind of became friends that way, and they brought me on to play drums. So it had always been going on at the same time, but since with Modern Baseball, I did 90% of my touring with. So it was just I did in those short breaks when I was home, which was rare for a couple of years. So then I have various periods of activity, and then kind of when Modern Baseball ended, I had more of an opportunity to get like the same group of fellows together to do it more consistently.
Nice. And I could be wrong on this, but I feel there's like a strong UK connection to Steady Hands, if I remember correctly. Is that correct? Or
yeah, I'm definitely influenced by a lot of, especially earlier on, like a lot of Irish bands and UK bands. My wife is English, so I've always spent so much time playing drums in Modern Baseball. When it came to Steady Hands, it was completely like worry free, and I didn't really care about playing to that many people or making that much money. So I kind of tried to do any touring I did directed around like fun travel. So I purposely would start a Modern Baseball tour in Europe, and I would just leave a week early and play some fun, really shitty divey Steady Hand shows in the UK or Ireland beforehand. And I'll we'll go to visit family in the UK, and I'll just book a show, which you know, I'm very fortunate that there's people who have like been fans for many years, and that it must be extremely frustrating for them when I like don't play a show for a couple months and then play one show in a random city, but I don't this ever.
I feel like that's kind of living the dream, though. You know what I mean? Like you said, touring based on where you want to go to.
For sure,
That's really
the way to
dope.
do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've been extremely fortunate to see a lot of this country, or a lot of the world, even. But I don't necessarily need to go back to Texas again.
Oh, is it a one and done state?
I mean, I'm 12 and done.
Yeah, I feel there's a handful of states that I've been to more times than I ever need to go to.
Yeah, and you know, now that I have to actually travel there, and it's not like I'm just passing through. There's less competition, but there's plenty of places in this country and elsewhere that I do very much enjoy visiting. So
absolutely. Do you want to play a song for us?
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Can you tell us what the song is?
Just
the name. It's fine.
I'm sorry?
Just the name is fine.
Okay, this is Indifferent Belushi. And I watched one of these earlier when Chris Connolly was playing, and noticed how everybody slowly goes off video when the song starts, which is
well, right now it's just you on speaker, so everybody else is muting. So.
Okay. Well, everybody left then.
Yeah. We're all here watching.
I'm burning myself down to the throat and up to the knees and froze, and got 1 foot out the door, and there ain't nowhere else to go. She's got all in her chest that's scaring me, and there's nowhere to hide because the beat keeps hitting, oh so heavy till the next tip. Best be ready when I go. You'll be left with all my regrets in the summers that we could have spent here. Feel like an indifferent Belushi. I say to the end of a party. I feel like myself these days, and I don't want to be here anymore. Tried to lose myself in the sand of the waves, but the coast kept following me to the edge of the earth, where the worst of the worst is said to be packed away. Dug a hole in the ground and buried me, at least what was left, and then the stuff kept raining, oh so heavy down the cliff, till it stepped in the earth, decaying. Former self I was laying to rest, but I thank you for coming to be here. Feel like an indifferent Belushi on stage at the end of a party. I feel like myself these days, and I don't want to be here. Passed out on the floor where you left me, feel like an indifferent Belushi. We're all just dying like a dinosaur, and I don't want to be here anymore. The end of a party, I don't feel like myself these days, and I don't want to be here. No, I don't want to be here. No, I don't want to be here anymore. Belushi.
All right.
Awesome.
Yay!
That was great. So where did Indifferent Belushi come from?
Actually aptly titled, because I know you happen to be a bunch of improv folks.
Yep.
So
That's us.
That's you.
Well, for those that don't know, like Jim Belushi's son is like a big, he's like big in improv circles. Like, I mean, he's known improviser.
I think.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it was a Jim's son?
Jim's son. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
That's
Oh
what
wait,
John had to
yeah,
say.
Jim
It was
Belushi.
Jim.
Jim Belushi's son.
It
Yeah.
is, yeah.
Like I think he was the main like part of Second City Chicago.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I wrote that song and when I was on tour in Australia, and the band it was not going very well at the time, and we were kind of imploding, and
This is Steady Hands.
This was Modern Baseball.
Oh, okay.
The only way Steady Hands could really implode is if I fire myself. So
Okay.
but so it was kind of falling apart, but we're in like the most beautiful place I'd ever been and having all these like amazing sold out shows. So it was a really weird juxtaposition, and I had done improv all through college, and
Oh, really?
yeah, and I ran the team in college, and after graduating college, I had done nothing since.
Wait, was this at Central Michigan University?
I thought I knew you.
That was me. No, there's got to be at least 4 dudes on every improv team that look exactly like this. Probably, wouldn't be surprised. But so I did it in Philly, and then just kind of at that period of time, I started getting really interested in comedy again, just thanks to how easy it is nowadays with 5 million podcasts out there and the popularity surge. So at the time we were on that tour, and I found a discount bookstore in Melbourne, and I bought Truth in Comedy. I bought Bob Woodward's Belushi book, which I know some people have strong feelings for or against. And then I bought it's Jeff Briggs, I believe, who wrote the book on Del Close, Guru.
Okay.
So I was kind of reading that all those books at the time, and just like thinking about just kind of that juxtaposition of like kind of the cliche like sad clown of there was all these great things happening and it was kind of falling apart at the same time, which I still wouldn't give it up for the world, but it was a very weird place for everything to be going awry like that. So that's kind of where it came from specifically. And I've just always been a John Belushi fan, because I mean, I started seeing like Animal House and movies like that when I was way too young to see the films. I think that definitely influenced a lot of my humor, or what I thought was fun.
Builds character.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't even know there was an improv connection here. So look at this.
Wow, Kyle, great research.
Aww.
Yeah,
You guys are gonna be doing 8s next time you do a show.
Crazy 8s.
It's actually I was really happy when I saw you, like Kyle, when you started like posting stuff and doing improv, because I've seen like some other friends kind of get into it, and I don't know if you did it earlier in your life, but it's really cool to see like musician friends get into it, because I think I kind of, when I started improv, it was so refreshing because I just started playing in bands, and it was a way to kind of like scare myself to like get comfortable on stage, because you just go out there with nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
See the reverse of like being in a band for many years and then kind of find.
Yeah, I didn't do it like when I was younger. I was like the opposite. I like when we stopped touring, I was like, I need to keep performing, and like I've always been a comedy fan and been into that. And then like when Fireworks would tour, all we would do all day is riff and like have characters and all this stuff. So I was like, I just need to figure a way to perform this. And so that's what we did. But yeah, that's awesome.
That'd be an amazing tour.
What's that?
That would be an amazing tour, like some bands play and then like have improv, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
I would like it.
Sounds like a nightmare. If I went to a rock show and like some guy just came out, he's like, "Hey, can I get a suggestion?"
Guys, wouldn't it be fun to see like people throwing like jars of piss at you and
but
improv
it's actually like my favorite episodes of Improv for Humans are the ones where there's bands on.
That's true though. In that context, you're right.
And it works for this as well. But I think at a rock rock show, like improv and non-improv places is very rough sometimes.
Yes.
I think you hear about like stories of like stand-up comics in the 80s and stuff who like, oh yeah, I spent like a year opening for Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah, that was a thing. Like, we toured with a stand-up once, and he actually he played to the fact that he was opening up for bands, and he kind of came from that world too. So he kind of handled it decently, and it was fine. But I can't imagine like just doing improv over like.
So Louis C.K. isn't all that bad. That's the lesson.
Yeah. Because
I'm assuming that's the comedian you're talking about.
Yeah, we took him on tour because like we wanted to help out like younger comedians.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the best way to help him out.
Yeah.
I think I think the same could be said for improv comedians trying to perform on a rock tour as like the difference I've noticed between stand-up and improv, because I've tried stand-up and I was quite bad at it, but the reason I liked improv so much more is because people are so on your team and so like not expecting anything from you. Anything you do is like blowing their mind. And I don't know if people would pay $20 to come to a rock show are in that exact same mindset.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of parallels I found, like, driving 2 hours to play for 5 people.
Yeah.
That's the stuff.
Yeah. It's what I live for.
Not getting paid, but getting paid in like a beer ticket.
Yeah.
Oh,
drink tickets.
Yeah.
I hand that right to my landlord.
All the groupies.
Yeah. That was
I felt that was the taunt, Andy.
All the groupies. Donnie, you want to play another song for us?
Sure.
Awesome.
Can you tell us a little bit about the song before you play it?
Sure. This is an older song called Tropical Depression.
I have that.
Yeah, a lot of people have that right now.
Yeah, for sure.
And I wrote it mostly about touring Florida.
All right.
Which is, believe it or not, a place I do like returning, which I know Kyle would agree most touring bands hate Florida, but I dig it. I'm an outlier.
Even Jacksonville?
Jacksonville?
Yeah.
We kill in Jacksonville.
Wow, Kyle, very self-assured on that.
No, Florida in general, the shows were always pretty good. Like that was the first place that we did well outside of Detroit, I feel, South Florida.
Oh, really? Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so anyway, to kick back, Sean Huber, Tropical Depression.
Cool.
Same doing the fucking same. Haven't seen you in so long. Tonight I'm gonna say so long again. She's got me backed up in a corner against broke down wooden fence. Not too grandiose aspirations. Another art school kid. I've never felt so disconnected. Never met someone so truly full of shit. But I question to myself which other one of us is truly ignorant. dead. Well, in the shadows of my nightmares, Woody Guthrie sings my song. I ain't got no home here in this world now anymore. When a tropical depression was written on the bathroom wall. Well, I've been on the road for far too long. Thank fucking God I'm on my Sunday never felt to fucking drain. Now this life won't be a rough one, and the next will be the same. But see, baby, I ain't dying here on a share of an English plane. Woody Guthrie sings my song. Why ain't got no home here in this world now anymore? When a tropical depression was written on the bathroom wall. While I've been on the road far too long. Cheers. Thanks.
All right.
Awesome. Thanks.
Yay!
Great.
Woo!
That was awesome.
Yeah, I love it. It's just really nice to hear music.
I know. That's what we
And
get
it
a lot of
sounds
comments
so
from people.
cheesy, but like it's so true. It's just like ugh.
And good
Makes
music.
things feel normal for a second.
Yeah.
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 You know, not doing any concerts, you know. There's some country concerts going on, but we're not there.
Oh, where? Can we go?
Nashville, babe.
concerts.
Is
What's
your
that?
boy Toby playing?
COVID concerts.
COVID, yeah.
I don't like
Ooh.
that, like-
I've actually gotten like I did one like full live stream set a couple months back, which is crazy to think it's been a couple months now.
Yeah.
And since I've had like other people reach out and be like, oh, you should do this for this reason or do this live set. And like this is the first time I've ever thought to myself, like, why would I do that again? I can only get so many people to sit in front of their phones or tablets to watch for a half an hour. It's like, at least this is something slightly different. He's like,
Yeah.
live
We
streams-
hope you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah. And if you thought, I'll never do this again, that's fine too. So.
No, of course not.
I'd be a little offended personally.
What happened to Dad Squad, Tony?
Oh yeah, we're gonna start our own dad cast. I think 3 of us and just talk about because
Daddies.
sometimes
daddies of their respective projects.
Sometimes daddies need to be laddies. You know what I'm saying?
If you'll have me, I would love to join.
All right.
I don't have any children, but
neither do I.
Me
as Kyle
either.
mentioned, they
No.
tried to take that role.
Childless daddies.
We're
I
dadless
feel like
dads.
Kyle can be your collective son.
I need some good raising.
Hey, that's a no for Kyle.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. I'm out. I'm having a really good time with you guys,
That's all right.
For all the people watching, you can check out Sean left the link to his Spotify in the chat. And thanks so much for being on.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, this is great. It was
Drink
so good
his
to see
beer
you.
when it comes to Detroit. Drink it now if it's
You're
not
not in
available.
Detroit.
Yeah.
If you're in Philly, drink it.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for being here, man. It was great to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Send all my mutual Philly friends some love if you see them again.
Yeah, I was sad. I was nearly close to you when I was in Michigan a couple months back, but that was in Grand Rapids.
Oh yeah,
Just too far.
Just a little too far. Well, let me know next time because I don't live there anymore, so never mind.
Never talk to him again, Sean.
Wow, did you hear that?
I'm in the City of Angels, so
yeah, Sean's man, he's a Hollywood operator now.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. Okay, wait. So you're in California now?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Don't you see the bright lights behind him? I mean,
ask him where he's living.
Yeah, that's the valley.
Where are you living?
I'm living in a mansion in Redondo Beach.
It's out on your address,
but it's just a quarantine mansion. It's like I don't live in mansions normally, just during quarantines and pandemics and stuff like that.
Success is not a coincidence, Kyle. You are the chosen one.
Yeah. Well, the truth is, I'm living in Brett's wife's aunt's house. So
fair enough. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
I said that makes sense.
It checks out.
Oh yeah, totally on brand. Totally on brand.
Kyle's getting roasted today.
Yeah.
It's that mustache.
It's the mustache. He's asking for it.
It's me not caring about my personal health and mental state.
I
blame Tony Coates.
Kyle, and I like the mustache.
We love you.
Oh well, thank you.
Yeah, the mustache is good. I like it.
I blame Tony Coates for starting. He got me started by reading in the comments. I was like, I want to see an all roast episode of Mask Off. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Once I get to join.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Sean, thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
You've been great.
Bye, Sean.
Thanks, Sean.
Thanks, Sean. Bye.
He's cool.
Yeah,
that was fun.
We've collected some really cool people,
I like
guys.
this. I like the sub daddies theme of this episode.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. It was good.
Whoa.
Caitlin likes it too.
Whoa.
Yeah, and your niece has a new daddy.
Yeah.
I guess that's true. She does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you want to give us Jake or Daniel a preview of Friday's Mask Off?
What?
A preview? Like, do you know what the show's going to be yet for Friday?
We do not. Jake, what's the show going to be?
White Kyles.
The show going to be.
Oh yeah, Kyle. We've been so close to calling the male Karens Kyles for like the last.
That
Please
happens.
don't.
That happens.
We are trying not to. We're trying not to, but
we already have the drywall monster thing, like, and I don't drink Monster. I don't crush.
Kyle's already known for being like the dude,
drywall.
right? Like the guy, the Kyles.
I don't know. I've only met pretty good Kyles so far, so I get upset when I meet a bad
What's
Kyle.
that like?
So you have met a bad Kyle.
Yeah, but not too often.
There's some good cows out there. Not all cows are bad.
I think most cows are good. But I don't like our reputation right now, but it's much better than a Karen. So
yeah,
yes,
that's true.
Yeah.
I'm curious to know at the end of this year how much Karen has dropped in the name index. You know, of like how many people name their kids.
I don't think people are naming their kids Karen.
Yeah, I actually only know one Karen, and she happens to be awesome.
Yeah, my cousin Karen.
So I feel bad for the good Karens out there.
Yeah.
Not all Karens. Hashtag.
Yeah, not all men.
Not all men.
Kyle's always saying that.
Yeah. Well,
she waits half an hour before she calls the police. So
I'm a men's rights attorney.
When did you go to college? When did you get your law degree?
Clown College.
But Jake, what are some of the segments or any segment you have planned for Friday? You were going to say something.
Yeah, that was a while ago. I forgot now.
All right.
It was like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, it was a few minutes ago, but whatever. I need to say what I gotta say now. Let me say what I gotta say now. You know what I'm saying? No, we usually come up with our show like Wednesday. So
don't tell this. Telling all of the mask off secrets right now, Jake.
Like how we come up. How we come up with ours on Monday.
Sorry,
Monday at
our rehearsal
7:15.
secret. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm calling a rehearsal Sunday. We're going to talk about all our stuff we're going to do on Monday.
I'm not
instead of
coming.
5 minutes before.
Guys, can we talk? I have another hot topic to bring up.
Okay, fine. Hot topic.
Yeah. Do you guys know who Michael Graves is?
Yes.
No.
He was like the second singer of the Misfits. Like he sang for them in the 90s, and he was like a conservative punk. And he had a website called conservativepunk.com, and he was like super right wing, but like, you know, played in the Misfits, and like but he just came out on his Instagram as a Proud Boy, and like his post said proud Western chauvinist. And it's pretty insane, but also he did make a career about singing about like cutting women's heads off and stuff like that. So
Wow.
I guess it kind of checks out.
Yeah.
Was he worse than Glenn Danzig?
Well, it's not Glenn Danzig. He replaced Danzig.
Yeah.
In the later version of the Misfits, that, you know, and then they kicked him out, or he parted ways with the Misfits, and Jerry only was singing. But in like 2004, he was on the Daily Show he did a segment with Ed Helms.
Okay.
And then it was like a conservative punk versus like a normal punk, or like a liberal punk. And the liberal punk was Brendan Kelly from the Lawrence Arms, which is one of my favorite bands. Mm-hmm. And they just totally roasted Michael Graves. And it's one of my favorite pieces of comedy. And they just put it back on
YouTube.
They put it on the Comedy Central app, and they just or not maybe not
someone
that.
sent us their login for the Comedy Central app.
Well, I know. I don't think you need to. I watched it without a login today, so it's just on their website. But
you're using Mansion Internet, so that probably gets you into.
We have a lot more stuff, but it's very funny, and I've been quoting it for years because Ed Helms asked Michael Graves, "Do punks cry?" And he just goes, "Punks cry."
Oh, that explains your tweet now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's
that
fun.
That Prince song makes so much more sense now.
Yeah.
When punks cry.
That's all.
All right, that's the show, folks. Thanks again to our guest Daniel Jackson, Co-Daddy, in the building.
Co-Daddy.
Thanks to Sean Huber. Check out his music on Spotify. And thanks to all of you guys for being here. And it was
make sure to support Planet Ant.
Yeah.
Support Planet Ant.
Congrats, Tony.
Congratulations. Shout out to my niece Rosalie, who's crying in the background here, but not very much. She's a really good baby.
And fun fact was Rosalie is the patron saint of plagues.
Yep, that's true. Like,
so we either have to sacrifice or worship.
Very timing.
Plague and pestilence, which my brother-in-law and sister did not know until they picked the name. So
that's wild. Very timely.
How about that? And I'm like, all right.
Great story to tell.
Yep, she's pretty proud of it. I didn't look. Usually, I'm the one that brings it up, and people get mad at me. But she's like, "Oh no, listen to this." I'm like, "Okay, great. That's why we're related." All right, love to them, love to the fam, love to my online fam here, and one day in-person fam again, Planet Ant. But have a good night, everybody.